From London, the young and very promising Steve Davis, so full of talent. From Wales, the former world champion, Terry Griffiths. Ireland's Alex Higgins, the unpredictable showman. And Ray Reardon, the most successful player of them all. Well, that's our lineup here at Preston this afternoon as we start the semi-finals of this 1980 Carl United Kingdom Professional Championship. The two matches, 17 frames each, are played out through today and tomorrow. Then on Friday and Saturday we have the final, and that's 31 frames to decide that, and a total of £9,000 at stake. Well, this year's championship, I'm sure you'll remember, began with one or two surprises. In fact, the three former champions, Patsy Fagan, Doug Mountjoy and John Virgil, were all gone by the end of round two. And since then, we've had a wide variety of snooker, including one amazing match, the one between Alex Higgins and Fred Davis, that I think everybody agrees is one of the most exciting we've ever seen on television. So today, then, we've got the first semi-final, and that's a match that has got everybody here making forecasts, and there's a whole, well, small fortune of money gone on it with the bookies. Steve Davis is responsible for so much of that. He beat Mike Hallett in the first round, took out the number 8 seed Bill Werbeneck in the second, and then had a quarter-final victory over Tony Meo. The big smile on Steve Davis's face, but will it still be there at the end of the day? Because he knows the job he's got against Terry Griffiths. Griffiths has never practiced harder for a championship than this one. He had a bye in the first round, seeded number 4. He beat Patsy Fagan, the 77 champion, in his first match, and then in the quarterfinal beat his old rival Dennis Taylor. And I can't help remembering that, of course, as you will, that when Steve Davis beat Terry Griffiths in the World Championships at Sheffield earlier this year, knocking out the then world champion in the second round, I spoke to Terry Griffiths after that match, and I said, now this young player, Steve Davis, what are his strengths? And he said, my goodness, he said, never mind his strengths, I've been trying to find his weaknesses. So can he find his weaknesses here today? A man who knows Terry Griffiths' strengths and weaknesses is, of course, Dennis Taylor. As I said, he's beaten, Terry Griffiths beat Dennis Taylor here, and of course he was his opponent in that 1979 World Final. Well, he's in the commentary box with Clive Everton. Here's the very first frame of the match, and it's Terry Griffiths breaking off.
Little too much weight in that safety shot from Davis. Giving Griffiths a chance at this long one. These opening exchanges so important. They can so often set the tone of the match. A difference in preparation between these two semi-finalists. Griffiths has been practicing every morning here at the Guildhall, getting used to the particular qualities of this match table, while Davis has been away from it all at Blackpool, practicing at the Commonwealth Club. Looks like the best safety shot yet. Possible pot, but it's risky. And no guarantee of after position.
One. Five. Six.
Well, the cue ball bouncing much further off the top cushion than Davis expected. Perhaps he wishes that he'd practiced just a little bit more on this table. Would perhaps have held the white in a little bit better position. Marginal differences, of course, in each table, however good they are.
Six to Steve Davis.